phenomenal because she is a stone cold killer. She doesn't mess around. She will murder everything before you can even get to it, if you let her. She's a pretty decent healer as well. So we'll go in this quest on Elite. There is a good chance we could die. This quest is kind of difficult, you know, but we'll take our time. I'm going to pin these guys at the beginning. I don't really need them with me yet. So I'm going to throw some buffs. And I want to sort of clear out this front area, and I'll talk to you guys about the traps. There's a bunch of traps right away that we have to be careful of, and they're around this corner here, but there's a lot of monsters. And so once I pop the trap, there will be casters here. See, so I want to pop them first because when I go downstairs to deal with the trap, otherwise I don't want these guys shooting at me from up here, so I'm taking care of them now because the lever and the trap that we need to deal with are directly below us. Okay, so I invised myself, and in this room this is around the corner. There's a whole bunch of traps that are going to pop up in this area, and there's going to be an acid or a fire jet that shoots down. I think it's a fire jet. It shoots down from here, and if you didn't take care of those casters, they would be shooting lightning bolts down at you. When I pull this, the trap is going to spring, and the natural reaction is to jump backwards because you're not sure, but if you stay right here, there's actually no danger of getting hit by it. I'll invis myself again, and the reason I'm invising myself, and you can see the traps are in front of us, the reason I'm invising myself is because I didn't clear out the hallway of the monsters. So I just have to be careful when I run around to avoid the trap in the middle of the room there. And as I run up, there's spawn. This is why I was invisible. I didn't want them to come down there. You could probably drag them into the trap and kill them that way if you wanted to, but... And then for this trap, clearly you don't want to run over the bridge. What you do is you go around the side here. If you can... I just fell into the room with the traps. Alright, so I know where I am. I mean, in this sort of thing, you have to be ready for stuff like that to happen. You might make a jump wrong, or, you know, not be able to see what you're doing. And I hit some sort of a bump there, but I'm going to avoid the bump here and just get over there like that. So now I'm safely through it. And once you get through there, there are a ton of monsters, as you can see, which is why I wanted to have the healers out in case I need them. You wind your way through. Doing the best you can to take care of all the monsters. Now they will be behind me as well. They come from around this corner here, I think. Yep. There's a ton of breakables in this quest, so likely you know, you won't get the ransack bonus, but you can try. If you need XP, likely you won't need the XP if you're going for 5,000 favor. But, you know, if you were just going straight to level 30 and you wanted the XP, this quest actually gives really good XP. So you can see I'm stuck in a web. Freedom of movement is severely needed. Now, this is one of the SSG things. Like, they gave us the ability to throw a dagger or shoot a bow and arrow at a door or a web, but I cannot make the cobwebs go away by shooting a cone of fiery magic. I mean, come on. So I have to drop out of my form and then get into a melee and then jump back into my blasting. And, you know, it's just cheese ball. That should be fixed. I should be able to blast my way through that. Now, I'm wearing proof against poison, so I should be immune to these spiders if they were to bite me. I should not get poisoned. However, there is a chance because I'm not sure. I've noticed some glitches with the spider venom. There's a champion caster. I've noticed some glitches, and what I'm going to do is pull up the map so I can actually see the direction that I'm going. And I'm going to leave that there so I can see where I've been already. Because this quest is like a maze. Oh, it's just breakables down here. Now you'll notice, I mean, some of this quest is dark on my screen. One of the things you can do to improve that, if you don't like how dark your screen is that you can increase the gamma. And the gamma will light up. You can see that it's getting much brighter. I don't need it too bright, but it's kind of dark in here, so I want to make sure that I can see. So I'll keep, for this quest, I'll keep the gamma up high. I don't usually like running with it too high because it washes out the colors and makes the screen look a little strange, but for our purposes right now, it will help us. Lots of monsters in here. Gotta love that permanent shield. I don't have to worry about casting shield on me. You can see they're magic missiling me. And there's a lot of these casters too. So heal, I'm gonna blur myself again, and I'm gonna throw another stone skin, and I will refresh my resist buffs. Get this lever. Let me check around the corner here. My expeditious retreat fell off, so I want to refresh that. And the resists will help with those acid arrows that they're casting on me to keep me from taking damage from them. Okay, so I just went around in a circle, but I can't get through that door yet. So let's see if we can get it in this door. Yes, this is the one that we just opened. Another champion caster. So here we go with this lever. It did not open that door, but I have a feeling it did open this door. Yes, this is open now. And we need to go right here, because the left is a door that we need a key for. So we're going to get rid of all these mobs. And don't give them a chance to hit you. Just keep strafing and moving. Do your best. Usually casters, when they go to throw something at you, like the little kobold shaman will throw his arms up over his head. As soon as you see that animation start, that's when you want to move. These human casters, they'll do this sort of a thing with their arm. See what he just did with his arm? So you know when they do that, they're going to cast, and that's the signal for you to move. Whenever you see them do that little sort of flourish with their arms, that's a visual indicator that he's going to cast, and I want to be in a different location, because what they'll do is it's, you know, they'll start casting, and then you know, the where they're aiming it is already selected, so you can move out of the way. You have a second basically to move out of the way. Like I said, you see there's so many breakables in here that it's really not worth breaking them all, but I like to break as many as I can because we can run easier. We don't have to worry about running into them. So this is a dangerous section. I want to get fully healed. I want as many temporary hit points as I can get because I'm going to run through a trap now. Once I pick up this key, I now have to run through a bunch of acid traps. And I'm not sure if they will be an insta-kill if they hit me, but I want to make sure that I avoid them. I am not sure if you had a trapper with you, if they could disable those. I don't think there's a box, so you just have to do your best to navigate around them and take your time. This quest is very, like I said, there's lots of mobs. This room in here, you want to make sure that you have acid resist for, because there's acid on the ground. There's also casters up above. See, you can see that my cone will still hit them. It's got a much further range than it looks. I believe I just have to go around the corner here, and we'll see. I still have 3 minutes of acid resist. Even with the acid resist, I still take a significant amount of damage, but it was all temporary hit points that I suffered there, so that's not bad. Remember, anytime as a warlock with that skill that I took, oh, there's adamantine full plate. I get temporary hit points every time I cast a spell. Although blasting doesn't count, but when I go to heal myself, if I successfully do it, I failed my UMD, but there. So now I have the maximum amount of fake hit points on me right now.
This door is
and this quest here has a couple optionals. We need to get through that door. Just do your best to go slow. Try to ease into the new areas because you can get swarmed by monsters. There is a shrine, and we're at the shrine right now. I think there's a bunch of monsters at the shrine. Yeah, there's a bunch at the shrine. So if we needed it, we could shrine here, and actually I think we will. I think I will use that on the way back, because we have to go down here, pick up a key, and then come back. And I want that resist energies cast that I have is a lot. I just got hypnotized there, but the next spell hit my spell resistance and failed to get through. You saw the little blue shield. And I made my save versus the hypnotize relatively quickly. So I was out of it, but I couldn't move for a second. That's why I really like spell resistance, because I've been resisting those I actually have to get my spell resistance up higher. My spell resistance right now is only 15, which isn't terrible. So we have to be careful. I have a minute left on my acid resist. This is the shrine. I'm going to use the shrine. I have the cleric and the bard out, pinned at the beginning if I need them. So far I've been okay, but you know, it's just one of those things. I think I'll pull them here, leave them here. I'll have the bard do bard buffs while I throw some other buffs on me. Need to make sure that I keep resist energy on myself and keep my acid resist at 25 the entire time that I'm here, because this is such a dangerous quest and there's acid everywhere. We need to go back the way we came, so I have to jump back to here. Then you can see on the map the hallway straight ahead. This door.
You gained entry through the locked door.
Monsters.
Nearby.
More acid. And a caster up above. So we're going to LOS him and then jump out. And another caster. I'm going to try to get him without moving. My spell resistance just saved me. My permanent shield is doing its job. Okay, and there's that guy. And the lever we need is right there. Okay. And we just have to exit this room the way we came in. And then go down this hallway here. Oh, there's a magic item on the floor. I'll sell that.
Thinning out the quick-foot gang,
doing tier 3 defensive moves, utilizing the environment, line of sighting these casters when we can. There's the lever over there. You can see I could just run, but you know, we'll do our best to jump to avoid the acid. It does a little bit of damage with 25 acid resist, but we'll do our best to avoid it, and we have to leave this room the way we came. I will refresh my temporary hit points. Be careful around the corner, so I'll LOS that caster. See his little arms go up. Luckily, they're doing a lot of magic missiles, which I'm completely immune to. Tier 1 immunity when you have shield. It's complete immunity. This is a tricky section right here, so we didn't give him a chance. Throw this lever. We go through here. A lot of hidden casters, and I just LOS that lightning bolt. Doing my best to give them no target. They really want to, but we're doing our best. So I've got to get through that. There's more casters there. Okay. And there's the lever. See, even when he casts the magic missile, because magic missiles never miss, Even though it didn't look like he shot it at me, those missiles still hit me. It's just they got absorbed by the shield. The shield is 100%, just like magic missiles, hit you 100% of the time. So you have to be really careful. Oh, I just got hypnotized again, but then I broke out of it right away. You can see my spell resistance is popping off. The blue. They hit me a few times. It's the silver key that we need. They hit me a few times, but it didn't get through my temporary hit points, luckily. And I believe the door that we need to go in is right down here. If we look at the map, we have not been this way yet. So that was the key we just picked up. This room has a lot of mobs in it. Casters, we're going to LOS them, drag them through the door. That gives us a nice little killing field. More casters, they're coming through this door. We'll just try to burn them down right at the doorway. And then we will examine what loot we got. We got a chest. Make sure that I have blur. Be careful. Some of them hide around the corner, so just want to make sure that I clear out these hallways as I go. You can see that dude jumped out of nowhere at us. We cannot get in this door, so I'm going to do my best to LOS everything here. I think there's some stuff down there. Oh, there's a guy standing right next to me. Oh, he's a champion too, so to be careful. They tried to hit me with something that I was immune to. I saw an immune message. I'm not sure what. Likely it was sleep. And this guy, I'm going to hit him with my distance.
Oran Zatlo is dead. The coordination of Thual's defenders is crippled.
Switch back to cone in case there's a lot. And grab this. And then jump down here. I think we're getting really close to the boss. Oh, he's a champion. Don't want to get close to him. If you come across a champion melee, don't let them hit you. Like I said the other day, if you were to examine the champion and look at the buff, Solar Cruelty, I believe they get an increased melee damage, and so if you let them hit you, you can take a lot of damage. This is the final fight. There's a couple of casters. The boss is a caster, so you want to do your best to LOS. He just put magical poison on me. I will use one of my potions to get that off of me, but actually I'll use the wand. Here we go. And that was that. So it turned out we did not even need the hirelings, but we had them just in case. You can see what a crazy maze this quest is. And all the acid, so you definitely want to come in here with acid. Acid resist. You definitely want to come in here with magic missile immunity or shield wand or shield scrolls. For that trap, having a couple of invisibility scrolls, although you don't need to invis yourself, but I think it helps. And so that was that, and that was my last level 4, and that means we can take level 9 and start working on level 5 quests.
join us for more. I plan to do lore videos for each quest in DDO, as well as the raids. Plus, I will be releasing more Session 0 videos for DDO on topics such as player character races, the religions of Eberron, the Last War, and the Mournlands, the Dragon Marks, the Dragon Marked houses, and much, much more. Click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below. I like interacting with other players. My main tune in DDO is named Mary. I am on Sarlona. I also have a guild on the Hardcore League. My guild is Death Smile. Please say hi if you're on either of those servers. Subscribe to see more Adventure AI content about DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and gaming in general. I also play Star Wars The Old Republic. You can join us at Adventure AI on Discord. Check us out on Twitch. Check us out on Twitter. You can go to our Patreon and become a patron of the channel, where you would get access to all of the scripts, the images, the music, the videos, as well as behind the scenes, and the ability to request topics for me to make future videos. Thanks very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope your adventures go well.